guys, we are going to be making a dragon eye and a dragon from our package of Model Magic. So you should have had a package of Model Magic in your material bags or in front of you now in the classroom. And you'll also have a dragon eye. So those of you at home, be cautious when you open and take these out so that you don't lose your dragon eye. Now, opening it is a little bit difficult. You can see tugging doesn't really work well. So we're just gonna cut it with scissors. And then I can pry this open and get the stuff out of the package. Kind of reminds me of a bar of soap when we take it out, get those loose pieces. For our dragon eye, we're gonna use a third. So if I kind of mark it in 3 equal spaces, we can tear it or we can just cut it. We're gonna put this aside for our dragon. So we want to start just kind of squishing and making this pliable. And then we're going to divide it into 3 parts. Try and make them somewhat equal. I'm gonna take one and I just kind of roll it in my hands, make it a ball, and then I start to flatten it and I start to pull it and shape it into an oval. And this is gonna be the basic shape of our dragon's eye. So I can start to work with that there. Now, if I want the base of it to be colored, let's go backwards. I can come in and I'm just going to use a marker. And Model Magic is a very strange and versatile material. So I'm just kind of coloring on it. And then as I kind of knead it around, we start to turn that clay into a blue. And so for my base, I think this is doable. So go back to shaping that. It's kind of got a little bit of a tie-dye effect happening because I didn't mix it all the way. And that's okay. That's just going to add some more interest to my dragon eye. And I like to kind of shape it into that football shape a little bit because I'm going to attach everything to this. The eyeball that you've gotten can go right into the center, and then we're going to use this to start to build on and decorate. Alright, so with the remaining clay, I am going to color and dye it. I'm choosing blue and purple for this process. You can make your dragon eyes any colors you like. Remember, in my demo, it's just kind of a how-to, how did I do it, but you can alter it and make them your own. And then after I knead and get my colors ready, I'm going to roll out coils, and I'm going to work from coils to start to create some of those design elements. So I'm just starting rolling it between my hands, and then I'll lay it out on the table. Rolling it out, as I do, I start in the center, and then I bring my hands out to the side when I create coils to help keep them even. I like to make my coils really thin. And I'm going to use this to kind of frame out the eye. And break some of that off. So kind of get these similar in their thicknesses. And then I like to twist them together. And now that I've done this, my blue and purple these will be together permanently. Model Magic is super sticky, and when it touches itself, it's great for working on. Like, it's going to come off the table easy. It doesn't stick to our hands. It doesn't make a big mess. But when you touch it to itself, it does get super sticky. So I like to snip my ends. I'm going to come in and I'm going to start to create the shape of my dragon's eye. And again, I'm working with kind of that almond shape, getting those onto there, framing out that eye. And then with the remaining pieces, what I like to do is just break some of the purple and blue together, and I just kind of twist it quickly and I start to break off these itty bitty little pieces. And I'm going to turn these into scales. And using my pencil, when I attach them, I can get some texture into them. You can work with things like toothpicks, forks, and add different textures to these. So with my pencil, I just kind of stick this on the tip of my pencil and I press it into place. And I can just pick these up and I can start to press and fill in with these barnacle-like scales all around the outside of my dragon's eye. Alright, so here are scales, and I might come back in and add a little bit more. Up top, I can do some other details or around. I mean, you can kind of design these as you see fit, but I like to kind of get these spikes poking out, almost like eyelashes. And so, working with the top edge, I just start to take some of these coils, roll them out a little bit thinner, and I start to press them in place. Once I get all of my spikes in place, then I come in and I fill this space in between with more scales so that we kind of hide where it's connected, but I can start to get these cool spikes. Maybe think of them as eyelashes. Here is my completed dragon eye, and when we are done, we want to set them aside to